Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and Tesla. This is the last video. These guys will all be together. Going to switch it up over the weekend and move some names around. So YELP did see a nice oversold bounce. We rejected from the lower Bollinger Band daily resistance, and again, the vast majority of the time, I would say 4 out of 5 times, we are going to reject from the lower Bollinger Band resistance on the first test of that level. It's very, very common to happen. So that's where we rejected today. We did see some nice follow through. We're going to see if the bulls can get over that level tomorrow. $29.69 and $30 will be resistance as we continue to try and fill this gap. And bears can be scouting for a bearish entry here. Watch for signs that the bulls tire themselves out, that they're done this oversold bounce. And you can see the range that we have on these days. We see a nice almost a 4% range on the day. So there is trading opportunity here with all this volatility. And we know the bears are in control overall very clearly. This lower high, lower lows now on this all-out dump. So once the bulls tire themselves out on this oversold bounce, we can be looking for a bearish entry. GWPH, bulls trying to defend $100 psychological support. We bounced off of 176. We are extremely oversold at this point with the RSI down at 21 and the weekly time frame breaking all kinds of key support levels. So we're now looking down at 100 and then 96.43. The 100 week moving average support is 97.13. So GWPH, good for a short-term bounce, but same thing. After a short-term bounce plays out, we can be scouting a bearish entry after this RSI cools off and perhaps around the 107.20 level where that previous support was, now resistance. We'll have to see. First things first, the bulls have to see a bounce play out before we even look that way. PCLN has a double bottom at 1800, must hold level. We have a descending triangle on the hourly pattern with a horizontal base of support at 1800, a bounce up to 1839, a lower high up to 1836, make that 1826, and then a lower high up to 1812 at the end of the day here. And we are watching for a break of that lower high descending triangle pattern tomorrow. So we will likely see a break and some volatility accompanying that break. PCLN has some trading opportunity tomorrow when that break does occur. Look at the hourly time frame on the 2-day and pick that pattern out. So on the weekly time frame, still very healthy for PCLN. Anything above 1738 is just another higher low on this weekly time frame, keeping the bulls in full control. NVDA is a huge bull, huge gains to the upside, new all-time high at 130.43. Bulls are in absolute full control with no slowing down, and the upper Bollinger Band will act as support. We did see an upper wick of profit taking, so if the bulls tomorrow morning head up and reject from 130, can't get a new all-time high, and start to consolidate, that is a potential top fishing bearish entry play, and you would put your stop loss if a new all-time high is hit. But there's enough of an upper wick here where if we do see the bulls start strong and then unable to break that level, we will look to backtest the upper Bollinger Band as support on consolidation. The weekly time frame, the bulls just want to close above 119.28 to be in breakout mode on the weekly and staying strong and in full control. Tesla falling short of the all-time high by less than $2. It's a bearish doji here with a double top. If we break this higher low pattern and break 319.60, the bears might take over in the short term in a rejection of that double top at the all-time high. If we get an all-time high, we're going to get a MACD cross with it for the bulls, and it's a very key resistance test. It's a pretty important day tomorrow for Tesla. We either have this double top be more clear and pull back, or we break it and see a new all-time high. Weekly time frame negating that bearish reversal spinning top candlestick, keeping those bulls in full control, and very strong here on Tesla overall on the weekly. So into the weekend, we're going to take YELP off the list. We're going to take GWPH off the list. Plenty of bulls to choose from. Haven't quite picked them out yet. And PCLN, NVDA, and Tesla aren't going anywhere. So I appreciate you watching. We'll continue to check back in as always. Key day tomorrow for Tesla. That's number one that I'm watching. NVDA has been extremely strong, keeping an eye on a potential top fishing play. All depends on what the market's doing. If SPY rips to all-time highs, obviously I'm not going to be looking for a bearish entry. And PCLN, tight range, going to break tomorrow as well. 1800, key support. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.